What's up, everybody? Azario here, and welcome to another ADSplay uploading schedule for the week of August 24th, 2014. I got a lot of things planned for this week, including a new DLC for Dark Souls is going to be released on Tuesday. Um, More One Piece Unlimited World Red coming out. Let me grab this release date paper I got from GameStop. Come here. See what else they got coming out this week. This is the week of the 24th. Let me see. Uh, yeah, there's quite a few things coming out this week, including Infinity 2.0 PS3 Heroes, Infinity 2.0 Marvel Starter Pack, Fairy Fencer FIFA 15, and that's pretty much it. And there's R Nosurger Ode to an Unborn, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, I really need to give me a calendar so I can look at these things without having to look at that paper every 2 seconds. I could just look at my wall and just see what's coming out. But the games that are for a fact that I'll be playing this week, one will be the conclusion of Watch Dogs, or as close as I can get to it. I'm about to be done with Act 3. I'm one mission away from being done with Act 3, so that's well underway. And Act 4 and Act 5 don't have that many missions in it, so I'm pretty confident that if I focus, I can beat Watch Dogs by the end of this week, probably before the end of Wednesday. So that's going to be my first focus right there. Well, no, I take that back because it's a new DLC coming out on the 22nd for Dark Souls 2 called The Crown of the Old Iron King. This is the second DLC for the Lost Crown trilogy, and again, it'll be out on Tuesday, so you guys will most definitely see me play that. And I never completed the Lost Crown of the Sunken King. Technically, I did complete it. However, there was an optional boss fight that I wanted to try my hand at again. So I would say Monday, you guys will be able to see that. So Monday, it will be Watch Dogs and Dark Souls 2, the Sunken Crown, like the final video for that. Because I'm only going to give it like a good one or two more tries before I, am completely done with that DLC and we can finally be ready for what the Iron King, the crown of the old Iron King, has to offer. So that's coming. And I have the Battle Coliseum in One Piece Unlimited World Red that I wanted to complete with. So that's coming later this week. So really, those are the three games that you guys can expect to see in action. Dark Souls 2, the Crown of the Sunken King final video, or the final boss, the final optional boss um, attempt, the soul of the Crown of the Old Iron King, the Battle Coliseum of Unlimited World Red, One Piece, and the conclusion of Watch Dogs this week. So that's what you guys can expect to see. Um, for Yu-Gi-Oh! 101, of course, there's a new booster pack being ready to be released in October called Booster SP Tribe Force, and I did a ton of card reviews last week, so you guys will be able to check those out on my channel. I had to make uh, a new playlist for it, and now that playlist is on my channel live, and it is ready to view, so you guys can check all those card reviews out. Trishula and Brian Acker come back, two huge fan requested cards that finally have received reincarnations, and they are coming in the form of ritual monsters that have effects that are like hand traps. So these are going to be interesting to see how these cards are going to be used. Now, they did nerf the cards, of course, from their dragon counterparts to where their respective effects can only be used once per turn, and like they can't be spammed and abused and looped like that because they put restrictions in the cards that prevent them from being used as such. So I'm eager to see those cards get put in action come October 11th, and of course there'll be new card reviews and what have you. Um, Retro Modernization will be coming this week, and it is a build that I have been working on for like a couple of weeks now. And as I stated before, retro modernization is pretty much coming down to its final episodes. You know, as the episodes are coming later and later, because I didn't expect it to last this long. The whole goal was to make unplayable cards and archetypes and series of cards playable, and I've done that. You know, with the Cloudians, the Amazoness, Gate Guardian. You know, even with with Weevil Underwood's Ace Monster from the first Yu-Gi-Oh series. You know, so like Great Moth. I even made a build with that monster, and I was actually able to pull off the summon of Great Moth and perfectly ultimate Great Moth in this past Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 Fan Day. I need to label that video so that you guys can see. It was kind of messed up because the duel ended prematurely due to the site crashing, but nevertheless I was still able to do it, and it was pretty fun, you know. So just the fact that I was able to pull off a monster like that in today's era in Yu-Gi-Oh, in today's modern, Yu-Gi-Oh era, it's, what I'm saying, yeah, like that's some bragging rights right there. So nevertheless, man, you guys can check out this past Skype fan day for let me see, the on August 22nd, Skype fan day. And speaking of fan day, uh, I'm debating on whether or not there's going to be a fan day this week, simply because my classes have started, and aside from and pretty much unlike the one class that I would take, each month, they're now, like beginning to give me two classes each month. So it's going to take up twice the time that I need in order for me to complete them. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set something up to where I can put certain things aside to where I can have more time to focus on these assignments and just get them all done at once. And that way I can have time, you know, uh, throughout the rest of my class schedule to just pretty much have fun and do whatever I want because the assignments will already be completed and turned in. And that's the advantage of online schooling. So um, that's still a toss-up. So I'll let you guys know either via Twitter or a video. So pay attention to either one of those or my Facebook fan page, all of which is in the video description. And that's how I'm going to let you guys know whether or not there'll be a fan day this week. It won't be on Skype. If there will be one, it won't be on Skype. But it will be like a regular fan day. So there you are. So that's pretty much the schedule for everything going on. Just a quick recap: Battle Coliseum of One Piece Unlimited World Red, the conclusion of Watch Dogs, and the final attempt at the Sunken Crown DLC optional boss. The trio, and the Crown of the Old Iron King DLC, the second of the Lost Crown trilogy, coming this Tuesday on the 26th. So, for any details or any unexpected changes due to game schedules being changed or whatever the case may be, or like the release date for whatever I had mentioned gets changed unexpectedly, then keep on the lookout for that information on my Twitter and my Facebook fan page or what have you, so that you guys will be informed and won't be disappointed and mad at me that I didn't do it when I said I would. In the event that they change the release date of these games, or the Lost Crown DLC, which is the only new game that will be coming this week anyway, that I'm gonna be playing. So with that being said, funny story. I woke up kind of mid-morning, and this was after everything had already happened, but apparently there was an earthquake magnitude at around 6 5.0, and it was around the area that I stayed in. The earthquake actually happened in America Canyon, in American Canyon, California, which I'm not too far from. And you know, the earthquake apparently was pretty devastating. Now, the way I found out was that I was asleep through the entire event. It sucks because I was mad when I found out it happened. And how I found out was that after it happened, my sister, she woke me up and she told me that it was an earthquake, and I was kind of upset. Apparently, everything was shaking and things were moving and things like that, and typical things that happen during an earthquake. Things fall off shelves and all of that. But you know, I didn't believe her at first. But when I had went to Google and see if anything happened, you know, you see it right there. It happened 7 hours ago. Um, well, the earthquake itself happened 19 hours ago. I mean, and I was just asleep through the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's because the bed was just so comfortable or I just didn't give no fucks. But either way, I slept through that entire thing, and I was kind of mad because that was one of those things I wanted to catch on camera. I told myself if I ever got a chance to move to California and experience an earthquake, I wanted to catch everything on camera. The only thing I can say is that I'm fortunate that none of my items got broken. Um, but the way that I have things set up in here, like my PlayStation 3 and my TV, is set up on like towels, and the towels are like pushed underneath my dresser drawer, so it's kind of like locked in place. Like my towels are kind of locked in place, so if anything like that does happen, the PlayStation 3 and the TV, saying, apparently didn't move. So those towels actually, made or the reason for that. So luckily, my TV didn't break, my PlayStation 3 didn't break, my fan didn't break, and everything else didn't break. So you know, I'm very fortunate and kind of mad because I really wanted to experience that. But nevertheless, man, that's everything. And just to give you like a clearer understanding, like right here is where the earthquake actually happened, and all the other areas were pretty much affected that were close and nearby. Now I stay on like the outskirts of where the earthquake actually happened, but I still felt it, and it was still pretty strong, as you can see. And the earthquake itself was pretty severe where it was active. So yeah, man, it was pretty crazy. So that's pretty much it. And with that being said, man, see you guys for gameplay this week. Peace, and I'll see you guys later.